back to another Jurassic Thoughts podcast, the last one of 2025. Dan, how was your holidays?
It's been great. Lots of family time, lots of food,
Mm-hmm.
and lots of celebration. Some friends mixed in between. So it's been great. Looking forward to 2026. As you know, I got a lot of resolutions on
Mm-hmm.
tap that I hope to fulfill. So
I
we'll
have
see
faith
how
in you.
that goes.
I have faith in you. Yeah.
I won't say which ones are which, but there's some that need to get addressed.
No, for sure. I mean, I feel like that's true with everyone. Do most of them die out before we even flip to February? Depends on the person, but I think you're highly motivated. I think 2026 is really going to be your year. And I think the
I'm hungry.
resolutions is, yeah, it's just a great way to start out the year and bang a couple of them out right off the bat.
Exactly. Rub 'em
Yeah.
out, just like that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, my holiday was pretty good too. Like you said, like a ton of good food. Um, my family does like a lot of sort of like specific things on each day. Like for Christmas Eve, we have our specific dinner. Christmas, we have like our whole routine, like from when we wake up to like when we go to bed. And then even Boxing Day, we have like a specific dinner we do each year. It's just like I don't know, man. It's my favorite time of the year because I love that stuff. Just like the days leading up to it is really fun. Like I came back on December 12th, and even like the weeks leading up to the 25th, it's just like fun because like we did our Secret Santa. You sort of see like all the decorations and stuff around the city, and you're buying stuff for like people you really care about and stuff. So it's a great time of year. Um, and I heard from Santa you were good this year, so I'm glad.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think you were good, and I think the Christmas tree definitely reflected that. Yeah. You said for New Year's you're going to Dublin Calling.
I think that's the plan. I think it's the plan. I might pop over to my buddy's little party afterwards, but
Mm,
we'll see where the night takes us. Because I feel like on New Year's, everyone has original plans, and
that's true.
then you always kind of make audibles along the way. So,
Do they have a crazy like cover or like do you have to get a ticket or something? Do you know
yeah,
or
you do, and the price is going up day by day. So
oh,
any of our
buddy.
listeners out there, if you want to go to Dublin calling for New Year's, got to book it now.
I was about to say like I'm gonna be up north with some friends and like we're going to the Blue Mountain Village and I kind of was just like I looked at the site and it's talking about like all this outside stuff they have like they're gonna have like sort of live music through like until midnight and it's all outside. So I'm like, "Oh great, like we can just pop into the bars that are there. We don't have to like get anything." Well, how naive I was.
There's
Cuddy's
cover in.
girlfriend. Oh, buddy. It's not
Oh
cover
no.
technically, it's tickets, so they can like spin it calling it tickets, so then they can hike the fuck out of the prices. Um, yeah, so that was discovered. I'm like, oh shit. So we paid an arm and a leg. I still think it'll be a lot of fun. Like I'm very excited, but the it definitely was like, are you kidding me with what we
Mm,
paid for to go to MJ's in the village. So it'll be fun. I'm sure we'll get after it. It's actually honestly the most excited I've been for New Year's because for me, like New Year's is always kind of a shit show with like who has plans, what are the plans, who's in town, like. But um, should have a decent group up north, and I'm really
mm-hmm.
excited for it, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Very
And
nice.
that day, Nikola Yoke is playing our rap, so I doubt I can watch it that night. That'd be pretty funny if like everyone's like preying, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'll be there in a second. I'm just watching Jokic put up like 60 on Mo Bamba, but you know, it definitely will be a treat to watch him in Toronto. But yeah, on that note, wow, Dan and I, we're obviously we go chronologically, but Dan and I were lucky to be at the Raps Golden State game yesterday. I know I said it, Dan, but best game I've ever been to. Which like I've seen some decent games. Like I was there the Kawhi and Danny Green double block on Tatum, like the second game of that
Mm,
season. That was a
mm-hmm.
good one. I mean, the LeBron game 2 in 2018 was awesome to see him just absolutely dominate us, but like as a fan, it sucked ass.
Mm.
And then obviously in the last like 5 years, it's been, oh, if you want to go to the Raps, like who are they playing? Because we're just trash. Um, so yeah, far and away the best game I've been to. Awesome comeback. So many crowd pops. Like Curry going off still. Like it was so much fun, and I'm so glad we went to it. And we'll get to that game because obviously Scottie was in the record books and everything. But yeah, that was unreal yesterday, and it really. Or I kept saying to you yesterday, like I predicted this week we'd go 1-2 with our win against the Wizards, and the opposite happened. We got our wins
Yeah.
against Miami and Golden State, and the Wizards kicked our ass. So it's a good week, 2-1 if you broad view. But man, yesterday was fun, and I'm very much excited. I hope the Raps can. It's been sort of like a malaise. I feel like the last month with this team, but hopefully yesterday's sort of like a building block they can do. They just brought in Bamba, which we'll talk about for like a little bit of a reinforcement. Hopefully they can continue strong play in the next however many weeks.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, yesterday was a blast for sure. We I think I mean we'll get to it more, but our seats, Sam, I think it couldn't have been better for what we
It
are.
was
Because I think if we
yeah
were any closer, Draymond would have heard my chirps, and I probably would have gotten into some trouble. So it's probably good we were like in the upper deck, but like hanging around the railing there where they have that
yeah.
advertisement sign. So
hmm
no, it was great though.
Well, you see, Westbrook got a fan kicked out yesterday for saying Westbrick, and he got them kicked out.
Well, no, he doesn't want his son growing up with like the
Yeah,
what. He wants to be proud of the
yeah.
last name. So I don't blame Russ.
All right, let's get into the full week. So December 23rd in Miami once again. Vibes were not good going to this game. We were just coming off the Nets spanking us, but had a great game down in Miami. 112-91 win. Um, IQ 18 5-7, so decent line. Still didn't shoot well, 5 of 15. Bi really invisible, 12-6 on 5 of 14. But luckily, Scottie great game, 27 8-4 on 10 of 14. Mamu solid once again, 14 6 7. Believe that's his career high in assist. I'm pretty sure they said, and he was 5
Mamu?
and 9. And then CMB, I would argue best game of his young career. A nice double double. Was getting some big boy rebounds. That was really great. Give me your first sort of takeaways, thoughts on the Heat game.
Big bench game from us between JMO, CMB, and Shed. Like big points, big minutes, lots of good defensive plays. CMB had 9 offensive boards. Love to
Yeah,
see that.
it felt like that
Um,
too. Watching it, like it felt like he was just beating Bam to the spot.
oh yeah, yeah. I don't know. Dude, CMB's he's like stocky as shit. Like
Oh, yeah,
he's
he's
got a lot of
strong, man,
meat
and
on
this
him.
is rookie.
Yeah.
Like he'll be really strong.
Final form's gonna look interesting, and then
hmm
Scotty carried led the torch. Obviously with
Like CMB is what
27.
Zion would look like if Zion was fit. Like if he was in shape, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean Zion came in like it's weird because Zion is definitely more athletic than CMB.
Well,
But
yeah, I'm not
CMB,
arguing that at
yeah.
all. I'm just saying
But
body
like,
type and how they look.
but I just oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like if
Yeah,
CMB got fat, I feel like he just look like Zion.
Zion coming into the league, and now Zion's like yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, no, Mamu was huge too. Dude, like we can't stress enough. I know we talked about this yesterday when we were at the game, but Mamu has just been such a remarkable ad. Like if we don't have
insane.
him, I wonder how many more games we lose.
Oh, a
Because
good
he's just been
number.
such an integ especially with Yaka being out, like he has
hmm
really filled that center role when he needs to so
And
well.
we were
So
already
that's
talking
great to
yesterday.
see.
We were like, I was like, Dan, remember when I thought our bench would be like a big strength? And then I was like, and that's with Mamu being a legitimate 10 out of 10 signing and Shed being very solid too. And it still feels like our bench is like an issue with like all how up and down everyone else has been. But I mean, Mamu's been like I think we said yesterday, like what, the third best rap this season? Like that, wow, for 2 mil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and there's no doubt too. It's not even close, I don't think, for him being the third best. Like, there's not really
Yeah.
a case to be made for the other ones. Yeah, another Dick game from Dick. So I guess we can start to expect that until he's with the team.
Yeah, that
Dude,
was my second note. That was my second note. Or actually, my
I
second
like
and third notes were, sorry, one sec. My second note was Grady turnover and brick three on a break. IQ brick three, brutal in transition. So that was second. And then awful Grady minutes, great Mamu minutes. Like, great, I don't even know what Grady's
yeah.
doing. And then, sorry, my fifth note was battle over dick moving forward.
No. Okay.
So, dude, it was awful.
Like all the JMO battle minutes we've gotten, it's more times than not it's been good. So like it's just hard to like until we make the move to move Grady or Ochai or whoever we're gonna move, it's hard to fully integrate him with consistent minutes. But every time his name's called, he's performed in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just consistency like of him getting those minutes or not. But he is the next guy up once one of these guys.
Well,
does
Dan, what a
leave.
surprise! If you can hit a couple threes, you can play
Oh, I
on the
know.
court. Yeah,
And yeah, he chipped in 2 steals too. I mean, everyone was
there you
pretty
go.
active defensively actually. Our
Yeah,
bench. So yeah.
I'll read full stats. So we shot 48% from the field. Miami was a lowly 40. Miami's offense without Hero, tough one.
Lackluster. It's
Yeah.
lackluster. Yeah.
A 3 point, we were 37%. Miami was 27%. So again, they just shot it like shit. Free throws pretty even. They had 20, we had 18, and we both shot a good percentage there. The only noticeable really stats, like besides those, we had an 18-8 advantage on second chance points, which kind of makes sense with the CMB offensive boards you were saying. And we had 11 more assists than them, so just sort of going back to like our offense as a whole and Miami's offense, sort of that's a weakness for them, and we can still move it around. Like Norm's had a great year, but Norm's not a guy that's gonna, create offense for other people. He's gonna take you like 1-on-1 and shoot over you on the, like above the break and stuff. But yeah, it was 21-16 after the first quarter. Like it's just a classic Raps Miami game. It felt like again our offense picked up after that. But just like a ton of like missed shots and like scrappy play and just what
Mm-hmm.
the Heat culture. We're the hardest, scrappiest, toughest, undefeated, whatever, like all that shit. And yet they've had problems offensively. It feels like for years now. So pretty
Yeah.
much since
I mean,
Jimmy
it's
left.
yeah, yeah. Although you want to see this lineup because I don't think Norm and Tyler have played more than like five
Agree.
games with each other.
Yeah, because
So
Harrow missed
and
the first like 6 weeks or something. So
yeah, yeah. And honestly,
I mean,
Norm's best
conversely
seasons
though,
come.
putting Harrow in for Davion, if that's the move, like that defense point of attack is gonna really suffer.
Well, you still
So
can play. You can run lineups with both of them in there. Like, yeah, maybe he's not going to start both, but Davion's
that'd
going to
be
get his
really
minutes.
small. If you go Davion, Harrow, Norm, dude, that'd be really small.
No,
With,
but
like
you run
Rig and
lineups with
Bam.
like
Yeah,
not
lineups.
like you
Yeah,
obviously
sure,
play around
sure,
with it. Yeah, that's what I mean.
sure.
You're not going to start
Yeah,
Davion, of course.
yeah.
But no, having Harrow back, I think will be huge for them. Obviously, it's funny because I think Norm's best seasons are always with a true playmaker. Like Harden with the Clippers, that was by far his best year, and Harden was feeding him the ball last year. And then when he had K-Lau on the Raptors, although bench player, or he started, I think that last little bit when we traded him, the year we traded him. But just having a true playmaker with him, I think, has always been a good benefit.
Mm-hmm.
He can hit open shots, and he's a good defender. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he can't run the offense.
Yeah, a couple other notes I had. So obviously talked about how bad Grady was this game. It was really, really bad. And like I sort of said, I think it was the best CMB game of the year. It's too bad he got sick right after. He didn't play the second and third games this time period. But this was really strong from him. Really
I
thought
think
he was
he's faking it.
active. Yeah, I don't know what your thing was with why are we babying him? He's a rookie. Like, bro, he's sick. Like,
Okay,
do
sorry, bro. You have a
want?
cold. Fucking play.
Oh
You're
my.
jumping around on the bench when we beat the
So
Warriors.
you know his
Fucking play.
sickness. You know it's just like a little bit of a
I can
cold.
just tell it's a common
Okay.
cold. I can
Okay,
just tell.
This was the first time since November 21st, so over a month, where we've led by 20 or more points. So that's pretty crazy. All of our wins in that time, there haven't been many, have all been low margin, and then our losses have been big. So it was nice to like go up a ton and really, again, man, like both of our Miami wins in the last couple of weeks have come at like a time when we felt like fuck, like things are slipping here. We need sort of a bounce back. Miami's like tough, and we pulled it out both times in South Beach. So that's been awesome. I know you
Mm-hmm.
and me have been to that arena. It's a fun time. Um, but yeah, I'm that huge going down to Miami and taking care of business because like we were coming off the Brooklyn game this time and last time I think we had lost like a good amount in a row and we were like, oh fuck Miami too.
Need this one. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was good to pull that out. Uh, I also thought because we were coming off like the Brooklyn Scottie game when we were like, what the fuck, and that's funny now with how we played last night. But I just thought much better Scottie game both in results and process. Like obviously his line looks awesome, but he still took 14 shots. He was 10 of 14. He was active at the rim. That's what's just frustrating, man, because we know he can. So when he doesn't, it's like, bro, like what's going on? Um, so yeah,
Especially
I
when
thought,
two
yeah,
of his missed shots were like elbow jumpers where he's not looking at the rim. He always does these stupid fucking. Sometimes they go in. It feels like most times they don't, and he just
I'm
does it
fine
every
with the
fucking game.
jumpers. Yeah, I'm fine with those
If
being
they're
part of a
open,
game.
and that's
Yes,
like the open shot, and it's like that's the possession. But sometimes he'll just do it, and
agree.
it's like
The
what?
Brooklyn game was awful with that. It was. I'm not even gonna try and drive like once. I'm just gonna continuously shoot over like MPJ at the free throw line, and my shot didn't go down like so many times in a row. So that's when it was really frustrating. But um, he has shot it decent, like pretty well from mid range too. I'm not saying like you can't put that in your like no, that's a good part of your game. It's when it's not falling and you don't try and make like an adjustment to like okay fuck it's not falling. Let me get to the rim. Let me get to the line. You know. Yeah, no, I very strong game from him. Do you have anything else like big takeaway or anything you want to mention on the Heat game, or
Not
you want
really
to
about
move
the
on?
game. It was a pretty confident win, but I want to ask you something. And obviously, this is gonna. There's a lot of moving pieces to this because a lot like guys have different roles in terms of scoring and stuff like that. But as player for player, who do you think has the best shot selection out of anyone on the team?
Definitely Ingram.
I was thinking that, although some of the threes that he takes are a little bit questionable, but like for me, I think Mamu's there. Like every shot that he takes, I'm like, this is this can go in. A lot of the shots that I see, like Ingram is a good tough shot maker, especially when it comes to mid
Well,
ranges.
I was
And like I
about to
said,
say this. Yeah,
volume's gonna play a role. But
yeah.
Mamu, if it's an open three and he misses, I live with that every single day of the
Well,
week.
for sure, dude. I live. Is
But
there
there's
anyone
some
on the
shots.
team? But is there anyone on the team you don't live with an open three if they miss? Like Pirtle,
But
maybe.
my
But
point
like
is,
that's
Mamu's
it.
only taking open threes. Like quickly's
Yeah,
taking like 40-foot contested three. Like sometimes you just see these crazy, ridiculous shots, and it's like, what are you doing? But Mamu's very patient, and he identifies like when it's a good time for him to shoot and when it's a good time for him to pass
I
it up
guess
and like
like
reset.
yeah. What I was
That's
gonna
my
bring up
point.
and what you said is a big part of Ingram's game is just tough shots, like shooting over guys, like in like his mid range, like that's his bread and butter. Dude, yesterday, if he had a that was impressive, man. Like if he had an and we he didn't play well like until it got later and then he turned it on. But if he got an inch of space yesterday, like just buck like layup. It was that was cool to see. That was like DeMar ish from like the late 2010s. That was cool to see just like knowing it was like going in no matter what if he got any space.
Yeah, he's probably the best mid-range scorer in the league, in my opinion, or
He's
at
up
least
there,
the most
definitely.
automatic. And he's shooting 47%, and those are all jump shot. Most of them are jump shots.
And then
So that's like still a good split.
that's why Darko will be like late game. Well, what we got an Ingram mid range shot. That's the best shot in the league. And then we're like, well, is it though? When the other team knows it's coming and there's two guys in his face and like someone's open on a cut. But that'll be
Let's
we'll
run
get
a
into
play
that a
there.
bit. Yeah, yeah. One other thing in your Davion Shed Bowl that you love to reference, Davion 3 points, 1 of 6. Looks like we made the
I
right
mean,
choice.
this one sample size game, yeah, I mean, for sure, Davion didn't have his strongest game. I still think he's a quality player, and I still think a lot of teams would be interested in having a guy like that.
Oh,
But
he's a quality player. I'm just
we know
saying, like,
he's not gonna run the offense. Like he's there defensively, he wasn't too bad. Got a pokey,
uh,
so
well,
you know.
Shed had a pokey and a blocky, so I'm good with Jamal. You stay on that side.
Davion -18, which was one of the best out of all the starters.
Oh,
So
good. You're really pumping up a negative 18, eh? Nice.
just saying.
Can you name the one Raptor who was negative? The Dickster. Negative 8 in 11 minutes.
Oh, dick. That didn't take long, did it? Might as
All
well
right,
have Mogbo out there.
you good to move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
All right. So yeah, we after that game, we're like, oh, this is awesome. Now we got Christmas. We got a nice little cupcake game in my new home, DC. The Wizards are ass. Like, what we could go like this will be a nice little building block win. How naive we were.
Oh God, I'm just
Wizards
getting
beat
upset
us
looking at the box score.
8 to 117. The lowest points they had in a quarter was 29. I mean, okay, but quick 25 4 and 5, 6 of 13. So another good quick game. Bi 29 6 and 2. He showed up. Scottie 14 4 and 7 is 6 of 14 from the field. Mamu 13 and 11. So like not terrible lines. And again, we put up 117 points. The issue was on the defensive end when we let the fucking Wizards, who came into the game 28th in offense, I believe, and they put up 138 points, Dan. They shot 59% from the field this game. That is fucking hard to do, man. They were 46% from three. I mean, we had 9 more free throws of them and still lost by 20. So the shot making they had combined with our just lackadaisical defensive effort. Holy fuck, it was just raining for them, dude. It was honestly like it was just like what the fuck's going on right now? What's going on? What are your first thoughts?
Who the fuck is Will Riley? And fuck that guy. Like, it's so bad that the Wizards beat us by more than 20, and we don't even know who's scoring points for them. Like, that's disgusting, dude. That is disgusting. Every Wizard was positive, by the way, in this game, except for Anthony Gill, who didn't play. Was he literally the only guy?
Okay, so he didn't play. Come on.
I'm just saying, but like the fact that they went that far down the bench, and everyone was still positive, even in garbage minutes. Anyways, yeah, like you said, there wasn't bad lines from our better players. Like Scottie was
offensively,
a little bit underwhelming.
That was not the problem
it looked
this
okay.
game, dude.
But
not the problem.
Me, there's such an issue. There was such an issue defensively, and yeah, man, giving 138 points up to any team, let
alone the worst team in the fucking league.
They gotta be, right? Like,
well, I think Pacers are now like below them overall.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, like on paper, I don't know. Finished to round off the stats. We shot 44% from the field, 33 from 3-point, and we were 25 to 27 from the line. And again, we had 9 more free throws, so can't turn it look at that. Washington had a plus 16 advantage rebounding. They had a plus 18 advantage points in the paint. Well, no Jakob, no CMB. I should have said that. No CMB this game as well. And then they also plus 11 fast break points. But honestly, Ingram said this after, and it is a little bit of a bullshit excuse just because you can also point to our defense being so passive. He's like, they shot the shit out of the ball, and they did. Like 59, I don't really care how bad your defense is. You still have to hit the threes you're taking. They were 15 to 33. Like, even with shoddy defense, that's like impressive. But man, this is. I would be shocked if they put up more points than this season in a game. Like this has to be their season high.
Well, to Ingram's point, 15 from 33 is good from 3, but it's not they blew you away with threes. That's not like a super above average.
Like I just said, dude, the points in the paint.
Yeah,
it's 62 points in the paint to our 44.
Yeah, so that's not shooting the shit out of the ball. That's just like an inherent like weakness.
No, well, when he says that, I think he just means like field goal. Like, okay, McCollum 8 of 16, Koulibaly 8 of 14, Keyshawn 9 of 13, Star 7 of 9, Carrington 5 of 8, 3 of 4, 3 of 4, 4 of 8. Like, it's just all of them. Like, we're 50% or better for the most part, which is except for old ass Chris Mid. But just hilarious. Mid? Like, this, dude, looking at their box score and their field goals is just hilarious. Like, it's so funny.
Yeah, I told you I shut the game off.
I watched the whole thing and I texted you like, why did I just waste an hour 20 of my life, like watching that in the holidays. Why did I
honestly,
do that?
because at the end of the third quarter, I was like, okay, like we actually
2 point game,
battling
2 point
back.
game,
Yeah.
Danny boy.
I'm like, you know what? Like we're battling back. This is worth the watch. And then 5 minutes into the fourth, I'm like, nope, football. Sorry, I can't. Like I know where this is going, and I'm just gonna get
very reminiscent of the Nets game when we battled back at the end of the third. In the Nets game, we actually took the lead in the fourth to start. This game, we didn't. But both times in the fourth, we just sort of quiet quit almost. We actually, like, in the first quarter, 32 points, then 30, then 38, and then fourth quarter, 17. So we just completely fucked up, or not, I don't even know the word, but, like, the fourth quarter was just a dog walking by the Wiz. And, like, again, like we said, it was 102-100 after 3, but we completely ran out of gas in the fourth, and yeah. A couple notes I have, and this is like what started the defense conversation. Like in the first, I said lazy defense. Washington got behind our guys multiple times for just easy layups. They just pass it over and no one would be back. And then again, my second note, Dick is just fucking awful. Like he missed an easy layup in transition, and I don't know, dude. Like he had the highlight in the Golden State game of like the steal and over his head, but like if that's your big highlight, if that's your big highlight, like, you know, whatever. I said 73 first half whiz points, like 3 exclamation marks. Little did I know that would continue into the fourth. I also said, why did I waste time watching this? As I said, and then like we mentioned, 2-point game going into the fourth. So
I didn't even bother making notes, Sam. Like I didn't even bother making notes about this game because I think.
Well, one of my notes is, why am I watching this? Like, why am I watching this?
Yeah. Although I will say, Jacoby actually was probably our best player, and it was nice to see that him.
Well, Quick and Bi had good games, dude. Quick and Bi showed up.
But Jacoby's actually active on D, dude.
Okay, no. If you're talking defensive end, that's its whole other thing.
I have really liked Jacoby's minutes recently.
Yeah,
pretty much.
He's
since
been
the last time we talked about him pulling ahead.
Very roller coastery this year.
Volatile for sure.
Yeah,
but
really good moments, some really bad moments.
But he's never been like, he's never gotten as bad as Grady.
Correct.
So
very
correct.
Like
for me, he'll always still be a notch or two ahead. And then Ochai, I think a little bit more experience.
He's played well recently. Credit to him, man.
For
He's
sure.
really turned it up lately.
Yeah.
He didn't do much this game, but again, this game was such a weird game. I don't really hold much salt on it.
And it's not really like Scottie's tasked with like handling everything in the paint, because Mamu's obviously not going to be the main guy. This is, I mean, we'll get into it a bit later because there was there's a big thing that happened, not a big thing, but there's something that happened yesterday that the Raptors are going to experiment with that will hopefully help build Scottie in the defensive end. But as I think as long as this thing continues, we're never going to be able to get over this hump of like points in the paint and offensive rebounds getting boarded on us. So
yeah, I don't even really know like in the Wizard, like if I'm a Wizards fan, Bali, and I know he's been very sporadic in his Wizards career. He's shown flashes, but I think most of it's been injured and frustrating. He was feeling himself this game, like he had a couple and ones and steals and just like destroying us. Keyshawn George, as we've talked about, like he has a fan in me. He can play on a Canadian team, so I'll definitely be rooting for him when he's not playing against us. McCollum's just a solid. I think they'll move him, but honestly, like I don't think it'll be hard to. I think he could still easily help. You don't
30.
think the Clippers have won 4 in a row, they need another ball handler. They wouldn't just say whatever for McCollum. Like I think that could make sense for them.
What's whatever though? Like what?
What do you think the Wiz would want? They wouldn't want a first. No way they'd get a first.
But I'm saying to actually match salary though. Like what could they?
Well, the Clips have a ton of salary. I don't know what McCollum's making off the top of my head.
Make up to 30. He's making 30, I swear. See, he's on the last or second last year.
Well, they have John Call, they have Bogdanovich,
John Call's
Beal's money.
I think he's on a
Brooke Lope.
I'll have to take a look at it, but I don't.
Yeah, I'd have to take a look at it too.
3-4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. They at least they get him off the books and they get a little bit.
And honestly, dude, I hope Trey Johnson. I hope he's decent. I like his game. Once he fills out a bit more. He just looks very small to me on the court right now, like very lanky and just like I'm not surprised he's already missed a decent amount of time because his body just looks like it's not really built for 82 games of NBA. But yeah, man, honestly, like the Wiz, I don't think they're talentless. Like I think this year you can actually point to some. Well, they're still awful, but I think Stars had moments this year. Keyshawn, obviously. I hope Trey is very early, so like can't really make assumptions on him. And if Koulibaly can be more consistent, he has not been so far in his NBA career. Like that's not a bad little young core they're building there.
No, I mean you
And
definitely.
especially this year, they look locked into a top 4 pick. Last year they got fucked and got bumped to 6, or else they might have Khan or VJ, but or even higher than that because I think they had the top 3 odds I think going into the draft.
They did.
So yeah, if they add like one more, if I'm them and one more top 3 pick, I'm starting to like trade 4 people. Like I'm like, okay, we have the young guys. Why the fuck? What are we gonna just keep tanking and then all of a sudden like Koulibaly's up for his extension? Like no, let's just like one more top pick this year and then let's trade for a vet to like try and make some of this work. But that's I guess my DC part of me coming out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You flirted with the Sabonis idea with them.
Yeah, the Sabonis idea.
A few pods ago. Yeah, I mean, interesting. Like Sar stretches the floor and he could protect the rim, so it is one of the few teams where it actually could work and it makes sense.
Yeah. I think that'd be really interesting.
I don't know who they got in picks. I think Bub was one of them, but like that Denny Avdia trade never made sense to me at the time. I thought he was actually their best like young player on the team at the time, and then they move him for like a protected first and maybe an unprotected, which like hindsight, like it seems like a good value return. But that guy was good, and you can.
I would argue the opposite. I would say at the time it looked like value, and now it doesn't look like value.
But I said I texted you at the time like, don't like that for Washington. Denny was the only kind of bright spot.
Which I'm shocked at for you because because he was nowhere near a star in Wizard. Like he was decent. He was like a good wing,
and he put up numbers.
But 2 firsts for like those trades rarely happen when a team like identifies the guy they want and overpays by like a little bit to get the guy. Like that does not happen much for like non all-star players, and he was not.
Yeah, I mean one of them was protected, so I don't know what the stipulations of the pick were, but I didn't think it was that crazy at the time. I thought Portland did well with it because I think one of the picks wasn't even their own pick. So it's like fuck it, why not? Yeah, that's about it. I mean, they had. I don't even know where Kispert is now. Is he on the team?
He was on the team. He didn't play this game. I saw him. He was wearing this like red Christmas sweater, so he stood out so much on the bench. Yeah. So he's still there. I noticed him like all throughout the game. But yeah.
Yeah. I think this year I'm with you. I'm on board with this. If they can land a top
Debanza, Peterson, Boozer, one more guy like. And then okay, let's go. Like,
and then
we've been the laughing stock for pretty much since Beal left, and even with Beal, we were shit. He just put up like a lot of points.
Yeah. He actually kind of fucked them a bit because
no trade. They fucked themselves. They fucked themselves.
But also like they were always in purgatory. They were because when he was playing, they would be like 10th and not like the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
So, but no, I'm with you.
Yeah, no, like, one more big pick. I think the future looks decently bright for this team. Honestly.
I would start, and they're also on team-friendly contract. Like everyone's on a rookie deal, so you can figure out your
exactly.
Your thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when are you gonna start to like one more? I get like this year's a wash, but then like okay, take advantage of when they're on their rookie cheap deals, man. Like, if you believe in the guys you've drafted, like see if they can win. Like, actually go for some games. They just kicked our fucking ass. We're trying to win. Like, I know that shooting was an aberration, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the core. Yeah, I mean, they also picked up Cam Witt in the offseason, which is
but he has like blood clot something. I think I saw this week, so I think he's like done. Also, even before that, there were reports leaking out about his work ethic and shit, which I'm not surprised about.
Oh, really?
When I saw him in DC, it's like, what is going on? And I still feel that way watching Marvin Bagg run around for them. Just get rid of Marvin. Like it's just such a stench watching him be on your team. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Do you have anything else about this fucking game or no?
No, let's
All right,
let's head into
good. Let's get to the main
Golden
event
Goose.
because
Yeah.
I mean, I would have like. I know you had plans last night. I was like, "Do you want to record when we get home?" I'm down because it was the afternoon game. I know you have plans, so it's all good. But I can't. I couldn't wait to talk about this game.
Mm-hmm.
Raps Golden State in Toronto. Raps win 141-127. Like I said, best game I've ever seen live. Um, just sort of like overarching things that we were talking about yesterday. It's just so great the crowd is back a bit. And it was a unique crowd because when Curry got announced, he got a legitimate roar from the crowd. Like I saw a tweet that's like there's 50% Raps fans here and 50% Curry fans here. It felt like that. Even when Curry was hitting like logo, I don't think he hit a logo three, but he was hitting threes. People would in his circus and ones, crowd would be like, oh, like it'd be like a huge like
It
it'd be a
wasn't,
thing.
yeah, but they're letting out gasps of like, not like fuck this guy, but like holy shit, like he actually
Yeah.
hit that one.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
excitement.
the 1-3 he
Well, a
hit.
couple of those we were definitely.
The one
Yeah.
I like would grab you and I'm like no way and it like because he got rid of it in like like 0.3 of a second, and just dude I'm just like I don't think I mentioned this on the pod before but like I have like a list of NBA stars I've seen live and players I need to see live, and Curry was by far and away the oldest guy on my need to see live part of my note, and like I was like, he's still in his prime this year. How many more prime Curry years are we going to get? I want to see him. And I said to you right before the game, I'm like, okay, I want Curry to drop high 30s, but the Raps to still win. And it looked for a bit like, oh, fuck. Well, Curry got his, but we're not going to win this one. And it ended up with him at 39 and the Raptors winning in OT. So happy I got to see like an awesome Curry game. I'm so glad I got to see it with you. That was fucking sick. And just like, we'll get in all the stats and everything, but so it's a 1 point game at half, very fun half, very back and forth. And then Golden State makes their run in the third quarter, especially early, and you're like, fuck, like now it's like 12 points. This sort of feels like they're pulling away. And then the end of the third quarter happens when we do like 3 steals in a row, make up 6 points in like the last 90 seconds. So to go into the fourth, like 4 points or something down. And then same thing, Golden State good start to the fourth quarter, and then again late, huge quickly 3, huge one of Scottie's fucking 25 boards to like get the putback to tie the game. The Curry offensive foul on Jamal Shed to like swing it the other way to give us the last chance for the game winner.
Yeah.
And then overtime just started on, like hair on fire and didn't look back. Like it was such a fun game. So many stars in that Golden State team. Like Curry and Draymond, like seeing those two and knowing the parts they've played in the Golden State dynasty and seeing them, like Draymond had a good game. We were making fun of him a lot, but he hit his threes when he took them. So seeing those two guys and even Steve Kerr, like that for me, that was really cool. Just because those three and to a lesser extent Clay, who's now gone, such a big part of NBA history since I've started like really paying attention to the league.
Yeah, yeah. And well, to your point about Draymond, really quick, if I may, he played well, and I'm not taking that away from him. But his misses were fucking atrocious misses.
Awful.
Like I'm talking about like
His
barely
layups,
side
dude.
rim.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
His
and
layups were really
after like
funny.
the fourth one, I know he started knocking down some threes because we literally left him on an island wide open, like no one's around him, just to test him out a little bit. I can't help the rest of the game just shouting like, "Shoot it, Dre! Come on!" I'll give Draymond 100 open threes, and I don't even think he's gonna hit 40 of them. So
it's so funny. Every 3 Draymond took, you're like, as it's in the air, you're like, "We'll live with that," and then it went in like 4 times in a row.
And I think the guy beside us said like, "Oh, he's hit like the past 3 in a row." I'm like, "I know,
Yeah.
but still, like it's Draymond, man. Like this happens."
Yeah, and
This
when we were turning our back on him, he eventually flipped off our team.
What a class act Dre is, eh? Thank you,
Dre.
Draymond, for once again
So
demonstrating
good.
how much of a sportsman you really are to this game.
Yeah, before we go on, we gotta just we got to touch on Scottie. S- Me and Dan were like, so even the first quarter, Scottie had like 4, 9, and 5 or something. And we're like, holy fuck! Like,
like that.
Scottie, like, it didn't feel like he was doing much because again, if he's not scoring, it's sort of harder to tell like how many rebounds he's gobbled up. But you're like, holy shit, his overall line after the first quarter is like crazy. So we were like monitoring that. And then I think at half he had 11 boards. You're like, holy shit, Dan, he's on pace for like a 2020 game. Then late in the fourth, he's just everywhere. And then even in OT, it felt like the first like 3 or 4 misses, he got the board as well and just kept kicking it out for another shot. He ended up with 23, 25, and 10 on 11 of 17 shooting. I know we've discussed this to the listeners. There's only one player in the last 45 years to put up that line, and that's Nikola Jokic. So just all-time history for Scottie yesterday. The total list that the Raptors tweeted out today: Elgin Baylor, Wilt Chamberlain, Billy Cunningham, Jokic, Mo Lucas, Bob Pettit, Bill Russell, and Maurice Stokes, and now Scottie Barnes. So just historic-ass game. He tied Biyombo's record for most rebounds in a game, and it was the first ever 2020 triple-double in Raptors history. So, Dan, we saw fucking history yesterday, which was so dope to see.
Yeah. Well, you know what's awesome, too? If you got 2 more points, which definitely could have happened in the last
25, 25, 10.
25, 25, 10. And he could have broke the rebound record, probably.
Yep.
So, like...
Yeah, when they subbed in, like, Temple and the other guys, and we're like, like, he needed one more board. But he honestly, was obviously Scottie gassed because he just laid down and shit. Yeah.
But you know what? The last 2 possessions, pretty much when we already had the game, like, decided, he was still playing on the perimeter. Like, he wasn't chasing the rebound. He didn't get
he wasn't.
He probably didn't even realize there was a record, but I don't think.
No, he did, dude, because they put on the jumbotron. They did a whole announcement.
Yeah. Regardless, like it was, like you can just tell like, his mentality was not to break the record, but it was to actually try and win the game.
For sure. Dude, those rebounds were fucking huge in the game. They were
he got like 3 or 4 consecutive offensive rebounds that one possession.
9 offensive rebounds, 16 defensive rebounds for 25.
Yeah,
it's fucking insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay, let's go.
So much to unpack still.
Yeah, I know. Let me go through over team stats, and we'll touch on some offensive, like individual. We shot 51% from the field, which I feel like was buoyed a lot by the overtime. And overtime, it felt like we didn't miss until like the bums came in. Like it was crazy. And also, Dan, with like all of Scottie's rebounds, like even if we missed the first time, if you get an offensive rebound, right, the whole thing is like the defense is all out of position. So offensive rebounds, you can kick out a lot to open shooters. Felt like that happened. Golden State wasn't bad, 45%, but that's still a 6% swing there. They shot 36% from 3. We were only 31. Felt like that. It felt like we couldn't get threes to drop for a lot of the game. And then they also had 10 more free throws than we did. A lot of that was Curry, who was 11 of 11 from the line. We out-rebounded them by 10. Makes sense with Scottie. We had 15 more assists than them. We had a 30-point advantage in points in the paint, 70-40. So the whole Draymond at center lineups, which apparently was when Draymond and Steve Kerr like got into it this week, apparently the big reason why is Draymond's like really annoyed guarding these big centers. Well, on our team we don't have a big center, and we still like we're just maniacal in the paint against them. And we had a plus 16 advantage in points off turnovers. So just team stats, like you can kind of see the story of the game. We shot it really well, but also just the rebounding advantage really sealed the deal late when Golden State had this game, man. Well, I said this to you yesterday. It was like you can see why they're like a 500 team because they had this game and they just kept letting us back in. Yeah, they kept letting us back in, and eventually we got it done.
Yeah. I mean, according to Perk, if Kuminga played, they would have won. So that's something to consider.
Raptors game ops. Don't fucking put Kendrick Perkins on the jumbotron. Especially don't put fucking Jaylen Brown on the jumbotron. You guys, that was fucking
calling
so dumb.
Him, yeah.
We don't need to repeat what he said to Scottie on Twitter. Like any Raptors fan who's like on Twitter would have seen what he said. But it was not something nice to Scottie. And for you to like put Jaylen Brown on the jumbotron saying, Scottie Barnes, he's like strong as hell. Like have a clue, dude. Like Jesus Christ. That pissed me off yesterday when I saw him on the jumbotron. It's like, have you
Yeah.
guys not like? Anyway,
You can't have another player, especially one.
I agree.
One
Okay,
of our
but Dan, it's
rivals.
one thing if someone's always giving someone flout. Like I agree with you. I agree with you. You don't need another player, but especially one who said what Jaylen Brown said.
Yeah.
That was really dumb and like be better Raptors.
They
game
also
ops, 'cause
like
that was
the
really
whole-
stupid. That was really dumb.
But they also like so the quote was he's strong as shit, and then he said something before we're not gonna say.
Yeah.
But the Raptors like game ups also said strong as and then they like did like the bleep.
Yeah.
It's like what's the
Yeah.
fucking? No one even knows what you're talking about. Like
It
to an
was-
unsuspecting fan, no one even knows what this is.
It was a little
So what's the
thing, but
point?
just so dumb, so stupid,
didn't
and
like it.
take
I
take.
didn't like
I
it.
did. I hated it. I was like, I said it to you at the time. That is
They're
just that's
leveraging-
so
they're-
bad awareness, man.
They're
Terrible.
leveraging like Perk and Jalen's platform of talking about the Raptors as a
And any
means to,
decent
like,
basketball
prop
fan
themselves
knows,
up.
like Perk is like this. If you value his
Brain dead.
opinion, like God help you.
You don't
God
know
help
ball.
you with
Yeah.
basketball. Like yeah,
Yeah.
that's its own thing. Like he's like a whole personality joke, whatever. The Jaylen Brown thing is just like we said. We don't need to keep going in. It was a small thing, really stupid, and like we should talk more about the game than that. But like, just take him out of that stupid video game clip they did, and just take him out, and don't ever associate it with him again, because he's just an idiot, and it's just so dumb you did that.
God.
Be better, Raptors game.
I hate Jaylen Brown. Like
I hate him too.
like,
Well, I hate
whole-
all the Celtics,
But Sam,
but
the whole no, but like the whole self-proclaimed genius thing, I
it's
can't.
just a joke.
Like that will always make me resent him. With like,
He's
I just
such an
can't get over
idiot.
that. You're such a
Such an
loser,
idiot,
dude.
man.
Anyway,
His clothing line from what's the Netflix show? Starting Five. His clothing line so ugly too, so stupid. I don't know if you ever like looked it up.
he thinks he's like a visionary.
Basically, the logo is like this little oval that's like you know those like reflective like it looks like a rainbow but it's like when you
Let me
like
see.
when it hits the light it like sort of shows different colors. That's the whole
Yeah.
logo. It's on his shoes and he has like sweaters with it. It looks so fucking dumb. And this guy thinks he's like the next like Picasso with it. It's just I'm with you, Dan.
Looks like-
He's such a
It kind of looks like a
but-
vagina.
Okay.
No, whatever. It makes sense because that's what.
Oh
Anyways.
my god. Yeah, but last
I'm
point
getting
because
riled
let's
up.
get back to the game.
Yeah.
But just Raptors game ups. Have a clue. Be better. Fuck Jaylen Brown and let's go. Like that was really embarrassing.
Yeah, can't do better.
Yeah. So like we said for Scottie, 23, 25, 10. Unreal, historic shit. So happy I saw that live. We were hating on Quick for like the first 2.5 quarters,
quarters.
rightfully so. The turnovers were really bad. He couldn't hit a shot. We're like 33 mil for this. Like, no, Dan, like this is like we gotta get rid of him. Like, come LaMelo, like come.
I was
over
already
and
like
shit.
looking at salary cap table to see what the money would match for like other trade.
He finished 27, 4-7 on 7 of 15. So if you just see the line, oh, Quick played great, and he did. Like he fucking turned it up late.
Turned it
and
on.
The I think one of the biggest crowd pop I thought was the 3 he hit down like with like a minute left to like make it a 2-point game. Because then I think he hit the 3, and then the Golden State missed, and then Ingram took the 3 in the corner. Scottie got the rebound for the putback tie game. Right before that was the quick 3. When that went in, dude, we were so fired up, man. The crowd was great. Bi too, to his credit, I thought he started off really slow. When we were about to lose, I was like, honestly, this is sort of on Ingram. Like he's really not been great. He finished with 26, 4 and 6, 12 of 26 from the field. Not awful.
Well,
It wasn't his best game, but like overall, pretty good.
a lot of those came in overtime as well.
Yeah.
Because he was not. He was like.
Dude, he had like 12 points like late in the third.
Yeah.
It felt like to me.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say yeah.
And then Curry, 39 points. He actually did not shoot it well, which I didn't really notice at the time. He blew a couple layups, which I was like, holy shit, like Steph missed those. But still finished with 39. Some of the things I think the first shot he hit was that circus and one that he just exaggerates the contact and then flings it up, which Steph does. He's not exempt from foul baiting. That one against Jacoby, I think it was, when he just elbowed him in the face and then shot it, and they're like,
that's great.
foul
I
on
would
Walter.
say-
It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Man? Like that's so dumb.
I would say like 5 or 7 of his free throws were like contact initiated by him that other players wouldn't get calls for. But and also to be fair, the 12 for 30 doesn't look great, but he did miss. I want to say like maybe like
At least two
20% of
layups
his
that
misses.
he would have
Yeah,
made like
in the last
10 out of 10 times.
but also in the last like 3 or 4 minutes, he missed like I think
A
4 or
three.
5 shots.
Dude, there was that
He
one
missed a lot of
three.
shots in the last the end of
Was
the
it?
game.
It was the three when Pods got the rebound and put it up. We're like,
Yeah, he's
fuck
wide
you.
open.
And like it was deep, but he had time, so I like grabbed you and we were like leaning back, like oh fuck, and we actually got the miss, and then that stupid motherfucker Pods, who I hate, got the board and put it up. I'm like, wow, we're really gonna lose on an offensive board to Podziemski, but yeah, it was, dude, it was so awesome for me, like watching Steph run around, watching the defense you have to play with. Like Draymond will be at the top with the ball, whoever with the ball. Jacoby or Shed will have their back to the ball, just like fronting Steph, not even looking and just chasing him around. That was really cool, man, to see for me, because like that reminds me of like the Harden defense of like Ricky Rubio behind him. Not quite to that extent, because that was just insane. But like just this insane defense you have to do with Steph because he's such a danger and he's always running around. Like I think we were talking about it, but when we were like, how did Steph get these open layups? Because when he's just running and faking and going through the screens and stuff, and then he just cuts back, it's like no wonder he's open now, because all these guys are dog tired, and like when he just back cuts, like, and Draymond and him, how many times have they done that? It's just pretty. And then the ball fakes and getting Ochai to jump, getting Shed to jump. What a watch he was, man. I'm so happy we got to see a prime Curry game.
Yeah. But you know what? So Shed was plus 34, and Steph was his main assignment.
Was he?
Like, he guarded Steph. Yeah, he was plus 34,
Holy shit,
which is
man.
a ridiculous plus minus against a guy.
That's
who
crazy.
I don't think he was never not on Steph. Maybe a couple switches that happened where Steph got picked up by someone else.
And you know what? Ochai was minus 20. So Dan, I did not know that.
But you know what I was
That's crazy.
thinking? You know what I was thinking about? So like, and then Mommy was minus 7. That was during the runs that Golden State had at the end of the half we had obviously the bounce back. Mamu played most of the second quarter. They had that run for the first 8 minutes of the second where they were dominating us. We made that quick run. Mamu got subbed out for that run, and then at the end of the game, same thing kind of happens. Mamu's there for the beginning of the run, gets subbed out. Agbaji, that's a weird one. I don't know how he's minus 20.
Well, because he did not do well on Steph. Like, he was not great on Steph. Not good.
Yeah, but he also did
jumping
get
at
minus
every
in the
fake,
fourth.
like, not great.
There was a couple bullshit calls that went.
Well,
against him.
I forget if it was him
The elbow.
or
It was him. The elbow call.
the three that Steph took. That I think
That was him.
was that him. Yeah, and Steph,
on the left side.
Steph he popped
Yeah,
out his
that
elbow
was
to
him.
like graze the jersey, and they're like, okay.
Yeah, didn't even touch him. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah.
mean, dude. Like 7 of
No,
7
Steph is not
were
exempt
not-
from the bullshit. He's not at all.
No,
Not
but
at all.
and you can tell the refs were more inclined to give it to him because
Well, yes,
I think
dude.
he knows
He's an icon. He's gonna
it's
get
an
those
icon, and they
calls.
know this is like an international game in a way because it's in different countries. People love
I don't think
Steph.
that
I
puts
love
into
Steph.
it, but yeah.
I think it matters because we don't know if I don't think Steph's retiring after this year.
No,
but
it's definitely not. Not at
his-
this level
his
of
games
play.
but his games in Toronto are numbered, so I think they're gonna take that.
Well,
into
that's the
account
same
when
with
it comes to these
every
sorts of
away
things.
city, dude. Like, that's the same with every away city.
What do you mean? No,
We
but
have the
in
same
Canada,
amount of
though.
games as.
No,
Yeah,
but
but-
this means more. For Steph, this is like a Dirk type of player, like a franchise
Well,
guy that has been with the same team
yeah.
for his whole career. He's a fantastic person. He's done a lot for the league. He's done a lot for he's just a good family guy. There's very few guys like that. So I don't blame them for him going the calls going his way. Plus he played really well as well. It's not like it was bailout shit.
Well, some of
but
it
yeah.
was. Some of it was. Like we said, he didn't shoot well from the field. He did not shoot well from the field.
Yeah, but like I said, Sam, he missed 4 shots
Yeah.
in the last 5 minutes. For the whole
Yeah.
game, he was shooting well. He was shooting close to 60% for most of the
No,
game.
that's why when I think it was today, I realized, holy shit, was he really 12 of 30? Like, it did not feel that way. It did not.
That's what I'm saying.
But
don't know,
I asked, going to your point about him getting the whistle and how big of a deal he is, I asked you, besides LeBron, those are the only two players getting that sort of reaction from an away crowd, right? It's just them.
at this point in time, I can see Luka getting that at the end of his career.
I don't even know if I can, because LeBron and Curry are the North American guys, and especially American, bro. Because Shea's Canadian, he's not getting that reaction. And I said maybe in Toronto he would, because Canadian team. But just obviously LeBron, a lot of people think he's the GOAT. Curry revolutionized the whole sport, and his game is so cool to watch when he's just launching threes. I fucking liked watching Steph warm up. Like the shit he does, and just is it's just crazy, man. It's awesome. You were like, oh, maybe KD, and I was like, dude, I saw Phoenix Sun KD last year. It was nowhere near what Steph got yesterday.
I mean, it means so much more when a guy's been on, like, he's a legendary player and he's been on the one team that drafted him, like, since the upbringing and everything. I think that means so much more in terms
True,
of
but like
and,
even
fans
even if Golden State traded him to like go home to Charlotte, I still think the Charlotte crowd that like it. I still think people would show up in droves to see him on Charlotte.
I think it changes. No,
it would, sure, like it would, but I just think the fandom.
It's a stain, but it wouldn't mean as much.
True, no, for sure, but the fandom, I think, especially for him, is tied to him and not the team, like at all. Like,
okay, well, like, hang on, let's just assess this. So Dwayne Wade was almost a lifer at the Heat, went to the Cavs. Did anyone give a fuck when he was on his last year playing with the Cavs? Like, were guys going to I need to see Dwayne's last game. Granted, he's not as an exciting player as Steph is. So like that, and that's why I think Luka, if he's a Laker for life.
Okay, but I'd also argue Steph is still in his prime, my guy. Like, if Steph was
prime. He's definitely not in his prime anymore.
Dan, he just put up 39 points. And he's having a great
12
year.
For 30.
Dan,
Bro,
he's having a great year. Okay, no, if you're
prime.
Okay, Dan, if you're going
prime is like the peak of your powers. Like Steph is not in his prime anymore.
I understand. He's not MVP Steph, even though like his numbers are still awesome. And I get I don't even know, he's what, 35? Like, he's old. Like, he's not getting anywhere. But dude, he's not washed at all. He's still playing at an all NBA talent right now. Like, I get what you're saying. He's not like MVP, but I would definitely not say he's not in his prime anymore. Like, he's having an unreal year.
He's phasing out of his prime.
I wouldn't even
his prime's
like,
past him. His best days are behind him, so he's not in his prime.
But phasing out of his prime to me implies, okay, now he's averaging like 23 points a game, like something like that. When I don't think he is. Like, yesterday he was awesome, man. He's awesome. Such a game record still. I don't know, man. Like, I would not claim that, to your Dwayne Wade point. Like, at that point, Dwayne Wade, if he got like 10 points, it'd be like, oh shit, Dwayne Wade had a nice game. Like, that's not obviously the same at all with Steph.
Like, last year, Steph averaged 24.5 in 70 games, and then this year he's played 23. Yeah, albeit 29 points, looks great. Warriors are a mediocre team. Like, his best,
not because of him.
No, not because of him, of course not. But I just don't think he's gonna put up like what he put up in the years in the past. So yeah, it's still great that he's really
and that's fair. Steph will never win another MVP. I think that's pretty safe to say. But I disagree with you saying like his best days are assuredly behind him when he's putting up 29 points this year. Like,
well, they are definitely behind him.
But he's not. But he's still in them, is what I'm saying. Like, he's averaging 29 this year.
I don't think Golden State is gonna win a chip with him on the team for like the rest of his career. Like,
okay, but that's the team construction to me. That's not because Steph has slipped, in my opinion. I definitely disagree with that.
If this was Steph like 5 years ago with Jimmy, this like now Draymond, you maybe they.
I totally disagree. I totally disagree with that.
Really?
Yeah.
If this was 2021,
I'm not saying he's like the same 32. Player, but I'm saying he's like the difference. I think is so small that they'd have the exact same issues with this team that they're having now. Because I still think he's that good.
That wide open three to seal the game, he wouldn't.
He put up 39, Dan. He just put up 39 points.
It doesn't. I know, Sam. I'm not like, dude. He shot 12 for 20, like you said. Like, and it was a great performance. It was vintage Steph. It was great for like 40 minutes of the game. It was fantastic. He choked a little bit in the end. He missed layups. He missed the wide open three. I'm not saying that old Steph.
He played 41 minutes. Yeah, I wonder if he did lose his legs a bit down. But
yeah, I'm not saying that Steph's like. I'm not at all saying he's washed. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if 5 years ago he hits one of those layups, he hits one of those open threes, and he daggers it. But I just don't think he is the same Steph that he was 3-4 years ago. But he was a vintage Steph performance. He played fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm not taking that away.
Yeah. Notes I have, just like we said, like just watching Steph cut and how he moves along the 3-point line and all the different actions they run to get him open, like all the screens and then the double screen and all that stuff was just really cool to watch. Scottie, we've talked about how historic that was. That was awesome. We haven't talked about this yet. How successful Darko's traps were to really swing the game late in the third, and then he brought them back overtime and late in the fourth. Late in the third, like when we talked about how they swung the game there, was just awesome. Continuously trapping the ball near the center of the court. We got 3 turnovers in a row. Golden State really did not handle it well, and then eventually, I think in the third we were doing it to like Will Richard and like I don't know who else, but like then we started doing it on Steph, and that kind of fucked him up too. Like we were successful doing that, so that was really cool to see. Um, uh, Ingram fadeaway 3 at the buzzer. I told you like when the timeout's called with like 2.5 seconds, and I'm like, well, this is gonna go to Ingram. Just live and die with like him taking contested. I was saying mid range, and then you obviously were like, what the fuck are we doing? And I'm like, Dan, it was gonna always be Ingram. I agree with you that like, why is he getting the ball at the top of the like arc? Yeah. Like try and get it like if you're gonna do it like mid range, man. Like that's not a fadeaway 3 with Draymond right in his face is just really dumb to me. And then like we said, like we were really down on IQ throughout the game, but credit to him for turning up really big down the stretch and hit some really clutch threes, and then just continued into our dominant overtime to steal the deal.
Yeah, not much more to add.
One thing I will say, just going one last thing on Steph and more so the Golden State fan base. Golden State's like TV production Twitter account. I think it's like NCBS or something. I'm totally butchering that. But they were like, the refs called this on Steph with 2.4 to go with like a little like eye roll emoji basically, and it was the offensive foul on Jamal Shed. And then all Golden State fans were like, what a dog shit call. Like, how can you call that with 2? Like, shut the fuck up. You had 10 more free throws than we did. Steph had 11 free throws on the game. Swinging your elbow and hitting Jamal Shed in the face is an offensive foul 10 out of 10 times. So yeah. Just stop with like weak call. Shut the fuck up.
And another thing, it didn't decide the game. It was
we missed our shot too.
We missed our shot. It was 2.3 seconds. Like it didn't guarantee us the win by any stretch, and it was an actual foul when Steph got about like 6-7.
It was a foul. It was objectively a fucking foul, man.
And anyone who was watching the game can clearly say that the Golden State came out on the better end of the ref's whistle.
Yes,
in the first 4 quarters,
100%.
And like honestly, probably overtime we got all of our buckets outright. We didn't get fouled. We just hit shots.
Scottie just outworked, man. He just outworked everyone.
So sorry, Golden State.
Yeah. But their fan base. Well, I won't say their fan base because whatever, but their broadcast crew is at the worst in the league with how biased they are. It's ridiculous. Last thing we didn't talk about, RJ was back, so awesome to see him back. He was rusty, like he had a 3, he had a couple of transition dunks, but he was 5 of 13. A couple of his threes were way off. Some layups he got blocked on that he probably wouldn't usually. I don't really care. Like, it was just awesome to see him back. We have missed him a lot. Our downswing has really coincided with him being out. He played 23 minutes in total. He's out tonight, but just awesome for RJ to be back in the lineup there.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You have anything else from this awesome Golden State game, or you want to preview stuff?
Let's head into the preview.
Okay. Raptors currently 18th in offense, 6th in defense, so pretty interesting there, for 13th in net. And also, we touched on it, adding Mo Bamba last night. Definitely like it. It's really a no risks, no lose situation. We need a big body. It doesn't if Bamba's shit, it's just like more of the same for what we've been getting from backup centers. I'm not counting Mamu. I don't really consider him a center. He's been awesome in the G League. I know the Raptors 905 was like undefeated, and then they were in this tournament and they lost to his team in the finals. He played well. Fuck yeah, dude. Why not? Like, and I was like, oh shit, it's fully guaranteed, and it's not really because there's something like it doesn't get fully guaranteed to like Jan 10th or something, so it's kind of like a 10-day to see, but whatever. Why not? I love Bobby. Like, he's like, fuck, we have Jokic coming up, and like we have like Jakob. We're supposed to get an update today. That I'm guessing it'll be like a prolonged absence. Like they'll just quit with this day-to-day bullshit that's clearly not been
Mm-hmm.
working. But great time for it. Needed it. And if he can give you anything, it's a great fucking signing, man. If he can be a serviceable backup big, fuck yeah. Like why not?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. It'll take some time. I think even when he got drafted positionally, he was always a little bit like that was his biggest flaw was like just finding himself on the court and finding a role. So if he can work on that and just kind of integrating into the team more seamlessly, that would be the ideal. And then literally just rebound and defend, and that's all we need you to do. And anything else is
I'm
gravy.
not excited because how much of a black hole the backup center position's been for us, and honestly the center position as a whole with how bad Jakob's been, like seeing a center Dan like move around well and maybe block a shot or two would be really refreshing. That'd be really
Well,
nice.
seven
to, like,
footer, yeah, 7 footer for
exactly,
sure.
man. Like
Yeah.
I think he can space it a bit too. Like fuck yeah, man. Like if we get a healthy
Kenny?
body, a former 6 overall pick, like let's go. Like I'm very excited to see if he has anything left that he can give us. So fuck yeah, Bobby. Glad you're being proactive with this shit. And who knows, Dan, if he balls out, don't need to make that backup center trade. Like legitimately.
Well, we'll see if Jakob can.
I said
give us
if he
that
balls
pass.
out. Well, yeah,
No,
we'll
I
also
know.
see the Jakob
Like,
update for sure.
yeah.
But that would be the starting center trade if Jakob's fucked, not the backup. I would think. Anyway, anything else on the Bamba thing, or you got to preview?
No, good to
All right.
preview.
Tonight, back to back. Shit time for back to back with that overtime game. We were kind of saying yesterday we might get fucked tomorrow. Who cares? Like, glad how today went. Like, it was awesome. Orlando's in town. They're 11th in offense, 12th in defense, 12th in net. So a solid team and an Eastern team that is really on par with us standing wise at the moment. Goga is questionable. Suggs is doubtful, and Franz is out. So, and RJ and Yak are out, and CMB is questionable for us. We've played the. No, we haven't played them.
Haven't played the Magic.
Haven't played them yet, actually. So it's too bad we're coming off an overtime game when the legs might just be shot, especially Scottie. Like we said, when Scottie checked out, he just lay down on the chairs, just exhausted. If Scottie puts up a stinker tonight, I would not be that surprised. These are the games when you'll need Jameson Battle and Grady to actually put something up offensively. That's asking a lot sometimes with Grady, and I mean Battle can get hot, but in terms of who's out though, like it's pretty even with RJ and Jack out for us, and it looks like Suggs and Franz will be out for them. That's a pretty even sort of 2-2 injury wise. I'm excited to see how we match up with Orlando, albeit like again it's a back-to-back. I won't take too much out of this game if we get demolished. But yeah, it's a great measuring stick team, Eastern Conference rival, and I'm excited to see how tonight goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess we
think,
could do it. Sorry, go on.
I think in terms of matchups, Scotty's got to be on.
I was about
Paolo.
to say this. Yeah.
Yeah, Shed's got to be on Bane.
Really?
And then I think that, yeah.
But
And I
Shed's
think
not
that's actually
starting
a
though.
good
Shed's
two-
not starting.
Well, like when it comes down to the stretch, like how they did with Shed down the stretch against Curry.
I don't. Well, I guess Bane. He is small, but he's stocky,
6'3" or
man.
6'4".
Yeah, but he's stocky.
Yeah,
Like he's a lot
that's-
bigger
I'm
than.
fine. He's only like maybe an inch taller than Steph, if that. So like, I don't think it's gonna like. I think Shed that's a competent enough.
All right, so
assignment, and I think
they're starting.
Those are the
they're
only
starting,
two that I'm really worried about.
Yeah, they're starting Tyus Jones. So I think. I mean, I feel like Quick will be on him. Tyus Jones, Anthony Black. So that sounds like Ochai. Bane.
Who's been balling recently? He had a huge game against Denver.
He had 38 against Denver.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Yeah,
dropped him in
huge game
fantasy.
against
What am I
Denver.
doing, dude? That's damn. I did not know that. Okay, Bane, Paolo, and Wendell Carter. So I assume we'll start Mamu again. I know we didn't. We went small yesterday, which led to 25 boards for Scottie, but with a more traditional center. I know Golden State started post, but like they played him like 13 minutes. So I feel like Mamu will draw back in. So Mamu on Carter, Scottie on Paolo. Who'd you have Ochai on? Would you have him Black or Bane, and then Ingram switched, obviously? I would probably have him on
Orlando's going
Bane
pretty
and just
small.
think Black isn't gonna put up
Yeah.
a huge number again to have BI on him
Yeah,
to
I would.
start.
Discretionary, like whoever's hot. I think I would put Ochai on and then have Ingram on the easier assignment so he can preserve himself for offense. But yeah, I would start with Ochai on Bane for sure, and then make
Hmm.
adjustments if we see fit. Yeah.
Okay. Good to go on next one. All right, Denver, New Year's Eve. Jokic is in town. He's also on my list of guys I need to see live. If I'd already seen Curry and it wasn't New Year's Eve, I would definitely be interested in going to see him in a couple days because he's just, I bet, just such a marvel to watch in person. Um, they are first in offense. Remember the thing about how we were winless against top 10 offenses? Well, this is the first one. So we are in for definitely a tough one, especially with our center situation is what it is. They're 20th in defense, so our offense should be able to have a good game, but they are third in net. Brown, they're very injured right now. Brown, Gordon, Cam Johnson all out. RJ should be back for this one. Yak will still be out most likely. What do you think matchup wise will go? They are currently starting Jamal, Tim Hardaway, Peyton Watson, Jokic, and Spencer Jones.
I mean, we got to go with the Jokic stopper when he's like available. Mo Bamba to start against.
I think
don't know,
Scottie's starting on Jokic. I honestly do. I think Scottie's starting
that's
on
probably
Jokic.
what's gonna happen. Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
especially because
It sucks for Scottie, bro. Oh my god, we put him in some.
Yeah.
We just put him in
idea.
awful fucking situations sometimes,
Yeah.
man.
That's why he's our best player, though. Like that's why he's the all-star.
Yeah.
So
I know, but it would just
yeah.
be nice to have. If Jakob was healthy and actually good, it's just. I mean, Scottie could be the weak side helper, and that'd be. It's Jokic. You're not gonna get him too many times, but Scottie as like the first body on Jokic is just tough, man. That's tough.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, with
Ochai on
Cam
Jamal.
and Bruce,
Well, actually, no. Barrett's back, so it'd be RJ on Jamal for this one.
a little Canadian matchup there. That'd
Yeah.
be interesting.
Yeah.
Spence, I want BI on because that's
Yeah.
big
And then
kind
quick
of
on Hardaway.
whatever.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then
Although
who?
Timmy's been running it up a little bit recently.
Maybe Mamu on Watson. I guess like that sounds fine
Yeah.
to me.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
The Bruce Brown revenge game, Dan. Talking shit, Bruce.
Maybe you get for us against him. That fucking dickhead.
The Valanciunas revenge game. He's getting 9 minutes off the
JV.
bench.
Yeah, he's still salty about that DUI he got in Wasaga when he was 21.
That'll be a fun game, man, because RJ's back and they are without 3 starters. So, like, yeah, it is Jokic, but talent-wise, we should have the upper hand. It's Jokic, so that doesn't really mean much. He's, like, probably the best player in the league. Very excited to see. And just, like I said, it's too bad our center rotation is what it is because this could easily be a game we lose just because he just torches the fuck out of us and goes for, like, a 50-point triple-double. Could easily happen. All right. Last game, we have a home doubleheader against Atlanta, who have, I did not realize till yesterday, I know I kept saying it to you, have lost 6 in a row since Trae Young came back.
Yeah.
They're 15th in offense, 19th in defense, 18th in net. I don't believe they have any notable injuries when I checked. I know Porzingis has still been battling. Yeah, he's been battling that sickness, but I think Shams did a thing that he's like close to returning to play. So yeah, out today, but day to day. Kind of honestly feel bad for him at this point. Like a weird sickness that's sidelined you forever. It's just weird. Jalen Johnson's also sick, so I assume he'll be better in a week. And then Trae is questionable for today's game, so with quadriceps thing, we'll see. So they have some stuff, but for the most part, it feels like they might be, with illnesses and stuff, they might be all good to go for Saturday's matchup. We're 2-0 against them.
They were using the mic that Rudy touched back in 2018.
Okay.
That's why they're all getting sick now.
A lot of stuff with the hot. They're an interesting team. We're 2-0 against them. We got both of them in Atlanta. I'm sure they want to return the favor on our home court. A lot of AD smoke with this team lately about putting Risachet in a deal. Interested to see. I think they're a very interesting team come deadline time. We've sort of seen how we match up or how we guard them and vice versa. It has been a while. I think we had both of our Atlanta games pretty early on in the season, and we got both of them. Yeah, Atlanta's 2-8 in their last 10. They're 15-18. I didn't really do the records for the other teams. Denver's, I think, the 3 seed, and the Magic are like a half game behind us right now. I didn't realize the Hawks are 15-18, Dan. I did not realize it's been that bad.
It's looking bleak right now. Yeah.
Since, yeah, I guess. Well, easy math. Since Trey came back, before Trey came back, they were 15-12 and like on par with us. Since he's come back, 6 in a row.
Not great.
Anything else? Atlanta matchup or?
I guess just make Trey shoot as much as he can.
Well, not even that. Go at Trey every time defensively.
Well, I mean that's a given, but I think like he's been shooting so shit. I think his like last 3 games it was like between 20 and 30% from the field.
Yeah. All right. Prediction time. I'll let you go first this time because honestly I haven't made up my mind yet. So what's your and also last time I predicted it was the exact opposite of what I said was going to happen. So what do I know? But
I like honestly I like us against Orlando. I think Denver's going to be a loss, and I like us against the Hawks again. We just have the Hawks number this year, even Trey in, Trey out, whatever, everyone healthy, everyone not. Like I still like us against the Hawks.
oh man. I really want to say I think we're going to get the Denver game just because they're without 3 starters. But Jokic versus center, Raptor center, X.
Yeah.
It's just like, fuck it, I'm doing it. Who cares? Like I was complete opposite last time. Okay. I'm going to go lose tonight, win Denver. And fuck it, we'll own the Hawks this year and then win Atlanta. That's what I'll say.
I like it.
All right. Anything else to touch on or anything before we get out of here? Or no.
That's all good on my end.
All right. Happy New Year, everyone. Me and Dan, we won't hear from us again until the new year, 2026. Big things coming. Dan, I'm sure your resolutions are going to get off to a great start. I'll be checking in, not daily, but couple times a week to see how they're going. I have faith in you. I think you'll be great. Happy New Year to everyone. Have a safe New Year's Eve. And we'll see you guys after the first Hawks game to preview the second one and the couple games after that. So if nothing else, take us out, Dan.
We'll see you guys in 2026. Thanks for listening. Over and out.